my name's Kathy A, and today I was inspired to do it's kind of an old tag, and I'm almost thinking we should probably do it every year because so many new palettes come out every year that it would constantly change, and I think only one or two of these palettes actually made it the first time I did this tag. And I was watching Glitzy Fritzy, and she did this tag, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it again because all of my choices are going to be a little bit different. I like the questions to this particular tag. This is the perfect palette tag. So there are 8 questions, and I think we'll just start off here. The best packaging. I get a big kick out of TheBALM. Some of it's kind of cheesy, but I really get a kick out of some of the names and some of the package designs. It's very clever, and this is one of my favorites. This is the Balm Jovi palette, in which you have the heart-shaped mirror. You have your eyeshadows, highlighter, and cheek color, and then you have 2 lipsticks. And then you have down here kind of a color guide where you can mix and match different colors to create a great look. And these are really, really clever. And of course, they're all named after rock stars and rock songs and music quotations. So it's really quite a nice little palette. So I've always loved the packaging for a lot of the TheBALM things, and so they win for the best packaging. Best color payoff. I'm going to have to go with 2 of the palettes that came out this year because I think that's probably the best way to do this. This one came out a few months ago, and I've been really enjoying it. I've been reaching for a lot. You can see I've really dipped into these colors, and I've tried most of them. I think there's only like this kind of pinky color I haven't really found a good use for yet, but I have been enjoying all of the rest, including this orange color, which is kind of interesting. But the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette has excellent color payoff, and the colors last, and they blend really nicely, and I think those are the 3 things you really need from an eyeshadow palette, is that you've got the color payoff, you've got longevity of the color, and it blends nicely into the next color, so it looks like a more natural finish. So I think that this is a terrific palette for that. Also tied with it, because I've been using it very often, actually I traveled with it recently too, but I've been getting it dirty, the Cargo Land Down Under palette. You can find this in Kohl's and also on the Cargo website, but this is a Canadian company, and I love the quality of their eyeshadows is great, and the color combination here is wonderful. You've got your greens, your periwinkles, your turquoise, and then you've got your muteds, your taupes. You've got some nice crease colors, and you've got a dark color for your corner. It's got a lot of interesting colors, and I think it's very good for summertime. I think this is a really pretty summertime palette, and I've been using it a lot. I recently traveled and used this on its own, so that was a really nice palette. So that's Cargo Land Down Under palette, and Cargo, again, they're cruelty free, great little company. Question 3, most versatile. Probably Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, because you've got a little bit of traditional and you've got a little bit of glam. You've got some glitter and shimmer shades, and you've got your flat matte plain everyday stuff. I think that this is an extremely versatile palette. Missing from it maybe a dark green, but I think that it's got, because it has some sparkle, some micro glitter, but it has all those mattes just where you need them. It really is, this has probably got to be one of the most perfect palettes, and this is my 3rd one I think that I've had. It's a great palette, and the chocolate bar theme is neat. The fact that it has the smell of chocolate, and it actually has cocoa powder within the shadow formulations, which cocoa powder is used for a lot of different makeup items. Best for traveling. It's kind of a tie. LORAC Pro, I used to have a trio that just had a light brown and a light color and a dark color. But this is great because you've got a mirror and you've got black, dark brown, and you've got kind of a mahogany reddish color. You've got a couple of crease colors and you've got a couple of light, bright, and you've got some shimmer shades as well. And you can get a lot of pop from that. And I think that this is just a great little palette just for traveling, because the size is so handy. It's flat against, so the shadows aren't going to lift up and crash on you. This is a great high quality palette and perfect for traveling. The only way that this would win, and I'd actually probably bring this with it, is because this particular one, the Rainforest After Dark palette from Tarte, you've got a nice mirror here, and of course you've got a champagne highlighter, you've got the Park Avenue Princess matte bronzer, you've got the Unleashed blush, which is a really nice neutral blush, and then you've got an assortment. You've got a light color, you've got a light lid shade, you've got a dark color, purple color, and then a nice golden shade that you can use also as a highlighter, and you can also use it as an eyeshadow as well. This is a very versatile palette, and you've got kind of all this stuff all together. So for traveling, this is wonderful, because I think the only thing it's missing is a matte light color, and so I would need to bring this with me. But these two together, perfect for traveling. Number 5, The Biggest Regret, and this is recent. This is Urban Decay's Moondust Palette. I haven't seen anybody review this yet. It's brand new. I jumped on it the second I saw it because I like some of the other Urban Decay micro glitter and shimmer shades. So when I saw that the Moondust palette came out, this is a mirrored finish. It's kind of a nice sparkle cover to it. It's a plastic cover. But I like the mirrored Moondust. I think that's really neat. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. This is a real collector's item if you collect things like this. So when I initially saw it, you've got a nice mirror here on this side, and then you've got these gorgeous shimmer shades. My disappointment here is I've tried them 3 different times now, and I've tried different combinations of the color. I'm going to swatch each one for you so you can see what they are. They look really good as swatches. They seem to look really nice. When you put them on your eyes, however, they just turn into sparkly mess, and you wind up with turquoise blue glitter on your cheek. I'm so disappointed in this palette, and let's just do these two. They look gorgeous here, and they look gorgeous as a swatch, but on your eyes they disappear, and just the micro glitter is left behind. I have never been so disappointed in an Urban Decay shadow before. And I bought this not as a functional palette, because you can't create an eye look with this. You decorate a basic eye look. So what I did was I used my Kat Von D basic palette, and then I decorated it over the top with one or more of these shades. And I just found that I had glitter problems. Let me just put this, I'll put an obvious shade on so maybe you can see it. This purpley color. Let's put it right here. So you can't really even see the color. You can, let me try the orange. Maybe the orange will show up more. You can see it there. The colors seem to be holographic, and yes, you can see them a little bit right now, but that's going to disappear within an hour. It goes off into the great horizon of eyeshadow issues. You know, even with the really intricate color variants in the base shade, you're still not getting this on your eyes. It's not translating. It translates here, but look at this. It's just a sparkly mess, and for some reason, if you blink a little bit, all you see is the sparkle. You don't see the colors. So, needless to say, this one's going back. It was like $45, you know, and see, it was very easy to remove. And all that micro glitter, I don't want that around my eyes, and I don't want that all over my cheeks at work. I look like a hussy. Best color names, hands down, has to be the Swamp Queen palette. This, of course, is based on Bunny, who is a wonderful YouTuber. And all of the names of the products, let me just put this here to hide this mirror. All of the names have something to do with things in her show, in her life. Man Cat, Dog Man, Sassy Bun. I mean, they're all little things that have to do with her. Does this thing really work? Is the blush shade, and Sweet Tea, which she loves iced tea, is the bronzer color. So I think that this is just very, very clever. I wish it was a little more functionally versatile, and I'm not going to return this because I want to support Bunny. I don't want to have it affect her sales or anything like that. I just think that she's a terrific person, and I love her message, and it's great packaging too. I may wind up giving this away in a giveaway as opposed to returning it. The least used, probably these, the cheap palettes, you know, the Makeup Revolution, and this one was supposed to be kind of like the peach palette that nobody got from Too Faced because they only made 12 of them. I mean, I initially thought, oh, how pretty, how cool, and a lot of their palettes do have, you know, some good color payout and everything, but I'm not reaching for them. And then the cheapy drugstore palettes, I pick them up all the time to try them because I'm always hoping that maybe they'll be as good as the high-end stuff. And unfortunately, I find that the high-end shadows are really high-end. I mean, they work and perform better, they last longer, they blend nicer and easier. Of course, a good brush can make a big difference too. If you're using a good brush, you can make even a very cheap eyeshadow look really great. And on the same count, if you have a really bad brush, you can make even a high quality shadow look crummy. So, most used and most loved Desert Island palette. Shade and Light from Kat Von D. I think this is a gorgeous palette. I love the mirror, the design. She's a tattoo artist. She's very artistically inclined and an interesting person. It has 3 quadrants. I dipsy doodle all around different ones here. I love this whole palette, and what I do with this palette is I make a base eye, and I use it almost every day. I make a base eye like a neutral eye. You've got your lid shade, your crease color, your dark corner color, and a highlight shade. These are all mattes, which are very, very flattering on older skin. It's just a wonderful all-around palette, and I just love that they've got the warm, the cool, and the neutral shades. I think that that's just so well planned, so well thought out, and anybody can use this palette and make it look good on them, and you can create the perfect eye look from this. And then you can add your silly colors afterwards. You put this on as your basic, and then you can add your silly colors afterwards to make it match your outfit or make it special or whatever. So if this runs out, I am going to get another one. There's no doubt in my mind. So that's my perfect palette tag, and if you haven't done it yet this year, do the 2016 perfect palette tag. I will tag you. Please do it. And those of you who don't create videos, tell me what your favorite palette is. I mean, what do you like? What are you using? What's working really well for you? I'm always up for new things. I'm always looking for the next big thing, as most of us on YouTube do, without seeming like a hoarder. I either wind up giving it away, returning it, or I really honestly love it and keep it. So the fate of this, I'm still not sure yet. I'm trying to give it another try. I'm trying to work it with a certain color combination to make it last, but it's just winding up on my cheeks and under my eyes, and it's I don't want it in my eyes. I don't want micro glitter in my eyes. My eye health is like, you know. So no matter how tempting the packaging is here, please think it through. And if you swatch it, you know, wipe it down a little bit and see how that swatch looks if you just wipe over it a little bit, because that's what blinking does to an eyeshadow. It's like wiping it down a little bit. And after you've blinked a few times, you've blinked it right off your eyes. So, I mean, I'm beating the dead horse here, I know, but it's a big sigh. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like meeting the movie star you've always had a crush on and they're a jerk. And that happened to me too once. But anyway, Moondust, again. Anyway, please watch Mary Glitzy Fritzy's video, and I think she has some other people below listed in her video that have done the tag as well. So, again, if you haven't done it yet, you are tagged. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Take care. Toodles.